Hey guys, what is up? It is Austin here bringing you guys another video, and today we are finally talking about Sonic Frontiers. This is a game I've wanted to talk about for a little bit now, but I've been just so focused with the release of Modern Warfare 2 and all this other stuff that's been going on, and I'm tired of making Modern Warfare 2 videos at the moment. The game is just so bad, and I just want to make videos on shit I like. And I'm not saying Modern Warfare 2 is going to go anywhere, but I am not a fan of just the way Modern Warfare 2's been, and I think it's a bad game. So I'm going to talk about games I like. So Sonic Frontiers came out. I feel like it's been like over a month at this point. And man, it kind of blew all my expectations out of the water. So if you guys know, I grew up playing, Sonic games. Like, that was my thing. I loved Sonic when I was a kid. I wasn't a Mario kid. I did play Mario from time to time, but, when I was growing up, it was, Sonic versus Mario, who's better. And personally, I was always a Sonic guy. I just liked him better. I liked the style of the games. I liked the fast-paced action. But in the modern era, Sonic hasn't had many good games. When I was growing up, I loved Sonic Adventure 2. I loved the 2D games as well, but Sonic Adventure 2 is like the shit for me. I love that game. I liked Sonic Heroes, and all those games were really fun. But then after a while, we got some really crappy Sonic games. We got games like Sonic 06. We had, a couple decent games. Like, we had Sonic Unleashed, which I thought was amazing. It's like a top 3 Sonic game in my opinion. But then, Generations was cool at first, but then we got games that, weren't really stellar. We got Lost World, which was okay, but then we had Sonic Forces, which is like one of the biggest letdowns ever. And just that Sonic itself hasn't been in a good place in the state of the games, and there's a lot of controversy behind that with Sega and the mandates on what can and can't happen with their characters. I mean, there's a reason why certain characters aren't appearing in the recent games as much, and it's because of the mandates that Sega has over these characters, and the writers are just giving up writing those characters. But Sonic Frontiers, right? This was revealed I feel like it was a couple years ago, and we got the first little trailer of Sonic just running, right? And, I saw that, and I was like, okay, the graphics look solid, they look good, but it wasn't like, I wasn't super hyped, because I remember how let down I was with Sonic Forces. And then I heard the game was going to be open world, and I was like, okay, that could be good. And, I saw the first gameplay trailer, but I didn't watch too much about this game. I did not let myself get hyped up for it because I refused to. I had been let down so many times in the past by 3D Sonic games, fucking Sonic Boom and stuff. So I was not going to let myself get too hyped for it. But then I kept hearing more and more about the game, and I was low-key getting a little excited, and something I didn't even know about until after the game was released. Sega lifted all their mandates for the game because they were testing the waters of how the characters would be without these mandates over them. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting, But before the game, I heard the writer of the game was going to be Ian Flynn. Now, if you don't know who Ian Flynn is, he actually writes a lot of these Sonic, like, comic books and stuff like that. And I haven't read them in years, but when I did read them, I thought they were pretty solid when he was writing them. But the majority, from what I understand, the majority of the Sonic fan community really likes Ian Flynn. So when I heard he was writing the game, I was like, okay, that's another positive. And then about a week until release, the hype was hitting me. I was like really excited for this game. And then the game came out, and it has blown my expectations out of the water. So this is an open world Sonic game with stages. So it's not just all open world. You can go play stages. And a lot of them are redesigns of classic stages, but not to the degree of Sonic Generations. There's still some original, but you'll be running around the layout of like a map from Sonic Adventure 2, and then you realize like, oh, holy shit, I'm playing like some random stage from 20 years ago, even though the theming of it is like Chemical Plant Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So I really like that aspect of the game. I was blown away when I was playing Metal Harbor from Sonic Adventure 2 in Sonic Frontiers. And then there's a bunch of other mini games, and the open world is used to the best degree, in my opinion. I was really worried that the open world really was just going to be from getting from one place to another, and that was all it was going to be. While you can do that, there's also challenges, mini games, and other things you can do in this open world. There's plenty of side quests, and the thing is, you don't have to 100% these islands if you don't want to. And, you know, I personally like going for the 100% on the islands because I think it's fun. But you can unlock cool little side stories and cool little shit. And it's very expansive, and there's so much you can do with it. So that part, the open world part in this game is just utterly fantastic. I mean, it blew my expectations out of the water for an open world Sonic game. I genuinely thought it was just going to be a bigger hub world, but it's not. There's so much to do in these open worlds. There's secrets you can find. There's hidden lore reveals, and there's stuff that, you know, the game doesn't even tell you to go and do that you can find. For instance, what you're seeing gameplay of right now, they didn't ask me to go to this character. I don't want to spoil anything, but they didn't ask me to go to her and use these tokens to conversate with her. There's only specific ones you have to do, but I decided to do this one just because I saw it. And you get little, you know, hints of the story, and you get more of, like, identity and stuff. And it's cool. I really like it. So the open world's amazing. The stages are really good. I like the boost formula in this game where you can't just plow through enemies, but you do have the big speed boost. And the controls in this game are amazing. But genuinely, all that aside, I think the biggest W that Sonic Frontiers has, in my opinion, the best part about this game is the combat. The combat is utterly amazing. There are so many combos you can do with Sonic. And honestly, in the past games, you know, the past recent games, you just jump into them. And, you know, that's cool, that's classic and all that. But Sonic is such a broken character when you could think of all the stuff he can do. And this game highlights that. You can get over like 200 hit combos. There's so many skill trees and stuff you can do. And the combat is just so pleasing in this game. I fucking love it. It's a great highlight of Sonic Frontiers. And the story is another highlight. The story is really, really good. I like what they've done. And I like how it has more of a serious tone to it. But that's all I'm going to say on this game. I don't want to spoil anything, but it is fantastic. So if you haven't checked out Sonic Frontiers, I highly recommend checking it out. It is well worth your money. But if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm on the road to 750 subscribers. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Austin, and I'm out. Peace, guys.